Well, after week 15 proved to be by far the longest feature of the year, 15 minutes, considering the previous longest was less than 10 minutes. Week 16 begins this morning, a nice dry Monday morning. A trip to Manchester to register with, I think it's an agency to help towards a job, and then weather permitting, shouldn't be a problem though. It'll be to Prescott tonight for Skem against Droylsden. Well, just arrived at Manchester after the road, and as this week wasn't busy enough, we've now got to go to Liverpool on Friday for an interview. One day off would be nice. Well, considering that we arrived in Manchester, that in addition to BT, we've got another interview, so we'll be off to Atherton on Thursday. As far as today's concerned, that's Manchester all done. Then it's back home and then Prescott tonight for Skem Droylsden. So we're here on Monday night for the second consecutive week. Skem United host Droylsden FC. Let's hope it's as good a Monday night as last week's was. So, under the lights for the first attendance tonight, Skem United host Droylsden. Statistics this evening: 180th overall game, 169 for Skem. Third against Droylsden, 1 win, 1 loss so far. Loss coming early this season, so it's a 1-game losing streak. 50th home win possible. 125th game at home overall. 10th game here at Prescott Cables under the 10 tenantship. 14th game in 2018 for myself. 49th game in the 17-18 season, so the home game against South Shields on Saturday will be the milestone 50. First time I've done 50 football matches in one season. Last season obviously was the mini-finals. And 32nd attendance in 2018. So half time here at Ballet Park, and after a brilliant performance away at Hyde on Saturday, not the best first half here, it can be said. Skem United 0, Droylsden 2. Unfortunate first goal, Jack Lennon. Cross came in low, everyone else missed it. Got a bad touch to it, turned it into his own goal 10 minutes in. And then Dominic Smith with an absolute pearler for the visitors on 17 minutes. Won't be as good a result on Saturday. I know Skem still aren't safe yet, so this needs to improve. So, full time here at Ballet Park. It was a spirited late fight back from United. 2 goals, Lenihan scored at the right end after unfortunate in the first half with the wrong end. After Josh Wardle had pulled one back initially, but full time, Skem 2, Droylsden 3. After week 15 was 5 unbeaten, tonight starts with a defeat. It's a busy week, so gotta improve my mood for tomorrow because it's the first of 3 interviews this week and we're off to Burscough. Slightly wet Tuesday morning. We're off to Burscough for the second interview of the week. So, another train journey complete. We're now in New Lane, Burscough. What is the first official interview of this week, given that yesterday was more of a registration. Weather's not too great, but at least it's not pouring down. So, after about 1.5 mile walk, we arrived in Burscough from New Lane. Because of how transport is, we've ended up turning up to the destination a little too early, considering the interview is until 3 and we're still here filming at 2:25. While waiting outside, because obviously we're a bit early, someone appeared from behind and said, you know, come in, may as well wait inside. So, went in, waited for about 20 minutes, had the interview, yet again this week. Interview done by a woman, which is always nice, because easy to talk to. Don't know whether it's just me, I seem to flow a bit more in conversation. So the interview was about, I think it was 10 to 3, just come out for about 10 past, discussed a fair bit. Role seems like a good one, travel wise not too bad. Just a case of waiting and see in terms of jobs. And then to Aegis 1. Sadly, we got an email this morning saying that they enjoyed meeting me, but they felt I'd probably suit a creative role more, and that, well, if I did the role that they were taking on, they felt I might get bored. Boredom doesn't come into it when you're earning a bit of coin, but that's that one done. How to phrase it also was a rejection to the application. And then, as mentioned yesterday, this is not the last interview this week. We'll be back home tonight. People Plus tomorrow morning after the job centre. Atherton Thursday morning for a job interview. Then Friday, it's off to Liverpool for a double, because we may as well do People Plus before we go a couple of minutes around the corner for the BT one. And it's a sporting weekend, but hold on in Burscough, quietly confident. In addition, given that I'm walking to a different train station that I came in on, whether you can see, just there in the distance, the little green barriers, that is Victoria Park, home of Burscough FC, and somewhere I thought I'd never go past again. So in terms of the ground there, as you can see, the main side would be that way. I think the rumours of the new stadium, it's going to go there. Wednesday morning, jumps onto the point. The week of adventures continue this week. Week 16 certainly puts out and about adventures into context. Wednesday morning, and we're off to People Plus for the first time this week in good weather. Tomorrow it's a trip to Atherton for a job interview. People Plus seem to say I've got an appointment, but that ain't happening, and they'll be told that later on. Can't do two things in the same place. Might be good at travelling, but I can't do that. Friday, we'll probably be back down here, given we've got an interview in Liverpool City Centre in the afternoon. So I may as well do People Plus anyway. Saturday, looks to be a good one. South Shields visiting Skem. Apparently there's a few hundred coming down, so that'll be interesting. And then Sunday, it'll be Wigan Reserves against Lee. Whether that's on, whether it's at Orrell, or whether it's at Robin Park, we'll see. But People Plus in Liverpool this afternoon. Right in Liverpool, People Plus in dry weather. Well, that's Liverpool done for the day. Interview 3 of the week, tomorrow in Atherton. The week continues on a very sunny Thursday morning. We're off, once again we're at Walgate, just like we were on Tuesday, but we're going the other way this time. We're off to Hagfold and Atherton for an interview at a company called Discreet Eat. And then it's a nice relax this afternoon before we got Liverpool again tomorrow. Arrived at the destination in glorious weather. Now for the third interview of the week. That's the interview done. We'll see what happens. You've got a few more to do, but then, like most places, you'll have to do a second interview if successful, so you won't be hearing from that one as a full confirmed, at least this week anyway. Just like yesterday, Tuesday, turning up early for an interview pays off and that you get seen earlier. The negative about it is when you planned return journeys based on on-time interviews, you end up leaving earlier than planned. So yeah, we train station a bit earlier, but the one we wanted anyway. So that's another interview ticked off. Another one tomorrow afternoon. But because it's in Liverpool, we're going to do People Plus first, and then the interview with BT. Arrived home after the interview in Atherton. And as with most days, positive always is followed by a bloody negative, isn't it? Returning home from that, to have an email from the interview, that took a bit of doing to get to on Burscough. You are not a right fit for the position at this time. Why tell me in the interview you could be a good fit for us? Why lie? Is there something wrong with honesty? I think that's my problem. Too honest of a person, so people take advantage of me. And it's starting to get a bit annoying. So that's one offer that's gone this week anyway. Looking for punishment, it's another interview tomorrow in Liverpool. Well, Friday morning, nice and sunny. It's a unique one because it'll be a three-parter. Because of the interview this week, People Plus has been moved to the Friday. And the convenience is we've got another interview this afternoon in Liverpool, about 15 minutes away from the People Plus office, so we're combining the two together. Means going suited up into the office like, but the third one is at game day. Wigan Castleford tonight, so we'll get home about 5:30 in the house for an hour, and then it's back out for that one tonight, where the sporting weekend begins. So, arrived in Liverpool in lovely sunny weather. People Plus for 2 hours, then off to BT for the final interview of the week. That's People Plus done for the week. Now for the interview at BT. Well, that's the main travelling done for the week anyway. People Plus, BT interview. Hardly for me is I've turned up for everything I've needed to do early this week. So the one thing I needed to be on time, which was the interview, ended up starting 20 minutes late, which means that we've ended up in Ormskirk later than planned. It also means that I'm basically going to get home after leaving at around 10 o'clock this morning. 20 minutes at home and then back out again. But hopefully, an enjoyable part of the day in Wigan Castleford. Well, we Friday the 13th last week and everything went to plan. First win at Leeds, etc. Today, Forgot my keys, button fell off the suit, interview started late. What else can really go wrong? Let's hope today ends on a high. So, busy day continues. Part 3 of Fridays is the DW Stadium, Wigan against Castleford. I've not a clue what round it is, because this week 10 bus journeys, 10 rail journeys. Let's get this one out the way. This 6 tonight, 286th overall game, 270th for Wigan, 17th against Castleford, 4 game losing streak, 8 wins, 8 losses. 7 out of 11 DW, but that means 4 home losses, which is a couldn't equal record. So if we lose this one, that is a new record. 180th home game overall, 14th game in 2018, 33rd attendance in 2017. Wigan, Castleford Tigers, in glorious sunshine. So, half-time at DW, so far so good. Wigan 14, Castleford 12. So, full time at DW Stadium. I don't know where the Wigan accents come from. Wigan 28, Castleford 12. After the defeat on Monday night, and attendance with a win. That might be a little harder to come by tomorrow because the next sport in action is Skem United back, but it's against South Shields, potential league winners. There is something on the Wigan website about a reserves game on Sunday, but we'll see what happens with that one. Nice to get a win here though, and nice to end a 4-game losing streak against Castleford. Didn't fancy that being 5. Also means the record amount of losses for Wigan here still stays at 4. Wigan, Castleford. I think it might be Leeds actually, but we'll see. So, starting off from DW Stadium, Wigan 28, Castleford 12. Out and about, week 16 starts and more than likely concludes on a lovely sunny day here at Valet Park, Burscough. The reason for concluding is that the Wigan League Reserves game looks to have not only been postponed, but should have been today instead of tomorrow. So this is the only chance we've got of getting another win this week. So Skem United against hopefully the heavily followed South Shields, 3 o'clock this afternoon. So here we are, glorious afternoon here at Valet Park. The Skem United host perennial league champion South Shields. It's the 6th for this afternoon. 181st overall game, 170th in the Skem. Second against South Shields, obviously the early meeting early in the season, in front of a crowd of nearly 1,500 at Madders Park, 3-1 defeat. 50th home win, it didn't come against Droylsden, if it came today that would be a milestone. 20th game in 2018, 50th game this season. Considering previous Skem seasons have been in the 30s, last year was 45, up to 50. We still got 2 games to go. 40th game for Evo Stick North overall, obviously quite a few years ago. Ramsbottom against Skem when they lifted the league title was the first one. We've done 39 this season. And it's the 34th attendance in 2018. In today's game. So, half-time here at Valet Park, Skem United 0, South Shields 0. So that's both games this season, home and away, where the sides haven't been able to be part of the half-time. Let's hope this one is better than the one earlier in the season. 1-1 at half-time, it ended 3-1. So far, so good for United. Keep going. Full-time here at Valet Park, and, well, just missed out there, sadly. Skem United 0. South Shields 1, not our goal, does it in the end. Considering Shields may well win the league title in a few days, that's a decent effort by United. Would have deserved the point overall, but just unlucky in the end. As far as I know, I think that's week 16 comes to a close. A very busy week. Few interviews, few rejections. Wigan win last night, but sadly Skem just missing out here today.